So which is the best brow pencil for you? Let's find out. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. I try all these things out for you, share my honest reviews over here so you have a better idea of what to buy and what not to buy. And today I'm comparing two brow pencils against each other. Both have become pretty strong contenders in my routine, so I wanted to do this kind of for me, but also I figured you might find it helpful too. Just finished reviewing the Jones Road Beauty Brow Pencil. Have been loving the Kosas pencil. If you like these kind of comparisons and you want to keep seeing more of them, take 2 seconds, hit the like button. Product titles, links, and all the rest of it will be included in the description below. These are actually great little pointing devices, but anyway. I'm gonna run through 6 differences between the two. Some are kind of different, some are like hugely different. So you can get a better sense of what might be right for you, and then at the end I'm gonna tell you which one I'm going forward with. Price, same price, 22 bucks for each of these. This Kosas pencil looks huge and big. This is like 95% plastic, which I'm going to talk about later. And then there's, I don't know, maybe an inch or two of product in here. And then you have the Jones Road pencil, which is smaller by comparison because there's no container, it's just a pencil, right? Hello. 10 shades in the Kosas Brow Pencil. You have 5 shades in the Jones Road. Kosas, I believe, wins on the shades here, not just because there's more, but because I like a cooler tone pencil. Obviously, I have dark hair and dark brows, and when I fill them in, I don't like a chestnut or red color to come out. I always feel like the browns are always warmer, so I look for cooler shades. It's a little bit subjective, I know that. But between the two, I think Kosas has the better shade range. Jones Road, cruelty-free, Kosas cruelty-free and vegan. However, if we're thinking about the planet, like I mentioned, it's so much plastic. Jones Road, this is better. Not all of their packaging has been great, but they are making efforts, and I'm seeing glass containers and things like that. It's not a perfect science, I understand that. But if we're looking at eco-friendliness, the pencil's gonna win hands down. How much of bang for your buck are you getting? I have gone through, I have a little container over here that I use for recycle these products because it's a pain in the butt, I know, and it falls on the consumer. But anyway, enough about that. I keep it here. There's multiple Kosas brow pencils in there already because yes, I have loved it, but I go through this pretty fast and I don't press hard, and it's not a soft formula that goes really, really quickly. Somewhat like the Plume brow pencil that goes real fast. This goes pretty fast, I gotta say. I don't know. Maybe it's because I fill in and use more of it. That could be the case. The Jones Road I've had for only a couple of weeks, so it's really hard for me to make a specific comparison, but I've barely put a dent in this pencil, so I am going to guess that this is gonna last me longer. For the $22 that I'm spending, this is gonna hold on much, much longer for me than the Kosas pencil. Application is gonna be huge here. There's only a couple more comparisons left, but the main differentiator here, as you will see in the products, is you have more precision with this pencil. There's an angled edge on it. You can do fine lines, although it was kind of tricky for me to figure that out, but I finally got there. There's a brush on the other end of it, a spoolie. I could care less about the spoolie. I have that in other brushes on my cosmetic table. It's not a table, it's basically my desk. But I have brushes, so if you could just like fill this up with more product, that'd be great, and get rid of the spoolie. I don't need a spoolie every time, right? Is that just me? With the Jones Road pencil, honestly, when I first started using this, I thought, when I first pulled it out of the packaging, I thought, this pencil is too chubby. It's like too wide of a pencil. There's no way that that's going to apply well on my brows and not look like a fuzzy outline, right? I thought that it was gonna be really messy. Application for this is actually really quite surprisingly to me easy. There are little fibers in this formula. You can see a little bit of fuzziness. Those are the small fibers that are supposed to give a more natural look. It is not too wet, it is not too hard of a formula. The Kosas I have found different. Colors are harder than others, so I don't know. None are terribly hard, but some you have to press harder than others, and you don't want to do that around your eyebrows because then sometimes it can get rid of those precious brows, right? The Jones Road I just pressed in easily. It deposited color very, very easily. and it didn't go everywhere. It was kind of interesting. This is also, the Jones Road is also a waterproof formula. So while it is not the hardest pencil, it is not the softest, kind of slickest pencil, it stays put. Where you're putting it, it goes. You can file this pencil down to get more precision. They talk about this on the product page. I already talked about the next one. So the Pigment Payoff is strong in both. Both have very strong pigment. I will say Kosas errs on the side of lighter for me on my skin. I didn't feel like it was really, really intense or saturated, so eyebrows don't look, I mean, they look pretty dark right now, but that's not Kosas. But eyebrows don't look, you know, whoa, like Joan Crawford brows. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No wire hangers. The Jones Road goes on a little bit thicker. Not even thicker, it just goes on in a larger surface area. That's the thing. It's not thick at all. I take that back. It just covers more surface area. You got those fluffy brows, which the brand talks about. Again, they claim that you're going to be getting that, so it followed through on that claim. And the wear test between the two, so this is waterproof. I haven't been in pools yet, but it's humid here, and it is sweat proof. I can guarantee that. This did not slide off my face. It lasted really nicely. Kosas also lasted well, so they're both really strong performers in an 8-hour minimum wear test. The last thing I want to mention here is with the Jones Road, I found it easier to just kind of sit there and swipe on. It was like the lazy brow application of my dreams in a lot of ways. However, I did find that I was reaching for 2 other items, but I do this normally pretty much, but I needed to do it for this one. So what I'm saying is, after I used the Jones Road pencil, I used the Kosas brow gel. You can use a clear brow gel, soap brows, whatever you want to do. And then underneath that, I needed to clean up the underneath because it kind of got a little fuzzy in certain places, and I like a more defined arch. Depends on what you like. I used a little bit of concealer there and then messed with the spoolie. So it went from like lazy easy to a little bit more involved, but that's really personal. It's based off of how you like your brows, what your brows look like. Do you need a lot of filling in? Do you not? Yes. Final verdict, which is gonna be on Britt's picks. Well, the Kosas is already on Britt's picks, and I'm like 99% sure it's gonna get knocked out. Mainly because I am so sick of buying extra pencils. This is just my experience. Some people might have them for months and months and months. I do not because I fill in brows. So I'm sick of going through it, and it's plastic, and it's just like 90% plastic and then just an inch of product or two. That's why I actually tried this new brow pencil, because I wanted to find something new. I did use this. I did a little mommy makeover for my mom a couple of weekends ago. She bought one. She's obsessed with it, and she's a very tough customer. She has a lot of gaps in her brows, so this was a nice way to naturally fill, and it looked good. It didn't look like a halo effect. I think I'm leaning more towards Jones Road. It is not on my favorites list yet, but I don't even know why not. I don't know why not. I think I'll give it a couple of weeks. I've only tried it for 2 weeks. You don't make Britt's picks unless I've tried for at least a month, because it just, things change. And things change on the list, so what might be favorite now might get edged out by something else in the future. It is not always set in stone. It's an evolving, dynamic list. I think this one's gonna take it. I really do. I think this is gonna be like, battle, you're gone, Kosas. Sorry. It was intense. Which one would you buy? Which one would you look for? What are you looking for in terms of brow pencils? And do you have a favorite that I didn't mention here? Because I only covered 2, and there's many on the market, and there's a lot out there that are less than $22. I'll take a look at those as well. There's like e.l.f., there's just PYT is a good one, but there's so much plastic involved there, it drives me crazy. So less expensive and more eco-friendly is really what I'm looking for. And right now this is a front runner, but tell me yours in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit the like button, subscribe to catch new videos every week, and I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.